Good morning everybody and welcome back to Darwin. This morning we're at Kerry Holden in Stewart Park, Darwin, and this is a Holden classic car show. I think they're calling it the end of an era Holden Classic. So we've got a good range of models here, ranging from the FJ Holden right through to some of the last VF Commodores. So we've got a fair representation here in Darwin of all the models right through from the HRs and HDs, lovely HQ 350 here. This one is for sale, I think around 110 if you're looking for a nice HQ. That's the coupe version there. The owners of these cars that have brought them in spent a lot of time and money. We're just looking at this nice GTS in front of us, a four-door GTS. It looks good on camera, but you see it close up and you see how perfect everything appears to be. It's like it's rolled out of the showroom. This one's even got the sunroof.
I reckon that's worthy of a photo.
But yeah, nicely presented, not too overdone. So today we're just going to have a walk through, check out all the various models. This one looks like the HT.
It does.
It's one of the genuine GTS. I'm pretty sure they did race this model at Bathurst before they moved into the Tirana GTR XU1. Once again, this one is absolutely immaculate. And it has still got the keys in it. So we're tempted to take it for a spin, but we thought better of it. Anyways, we move on, look at some of these other utes in the lineup. They are all NT registered, and a lot of them that have the red plate is because they belong to a club and they are allowed to drive them so many days per year. So this one has got the red crocodile skin covers. Very nicely finished off ute there.
Skin seat covers.
So this is the Kerry Holden used and new car area where they've cleared out the car yard to make way for all these sensational old Holdens. Now this looks like the SS. I had a high school teacher, Mr. Randall, pretty sure had one of these. Looks in great shape. Still a few of these GTS conversions to four-wheel drive floating around up here. You do still see a few. A nice LS. That was a four-door, but there is a coupe here as well. Just so many of these HJ, HQ, HX, HZ, GTS models in this lineup. It's fantastic to see. This is a really nice unit, this one. I think it is in the original colour that was released. Somebody that I remember from my hometown did have one of these. All right, here's a
cylinder.
panel van. May or may not have been a Sandman in its original format, but converted to the four-wheel drive. Got the 5-litre V8. They've done a great restoration job because if anyone can remember, a lot of these units were prone to having rust in various areas, so you really had to keep on top of it. So we got the stock standard models, just like this yellow and black one. Here's a nice HX LS. Now this was the limited edition.
This one looks like it could be a daily driver.
Very impressive lime green unit here.
It does. Wow.
Not original seats,
Oh, see, you've got nitros.
but it would appear to be a daily driver for this one. What we originally thought there was a nitrous bottle is just a fire extinguisher.
Yes. Yeah.
Great Statesman Caprice here. I did have a Statesman DeVille for about 10 years myself, but it just was overcome with rust, so I had to do away with it. So yeah, I think an original Sandman here. Not all of them had V8s. Quite a lot had the 202, but the dash and steering wheel were quite particular. Looks like this one has got the 20. No, it hasn't. It's got the 5-litre V8. So yeah, it looks reasonably original, this particular one.
That's that funny smell. Look at that, so spotless. Ute. A lot of my friends had utes.
Nice clean engine bay on this particular unit.
Old car.
Just unbelievable how clean and polished some of these older units are. Obviously a lot of restoration work. Beautiful red motor there. I'm not sure what size that would be in the EH and the EJ units. A lot of these have been heavily modified as we go up the line here with the V8 engines that have been put into these older vehicles.
Well, you can fix that. Wow, look at this one. Look at this one. See, just rub it down and reclaim it.
Paintwork is quite stunning on some of these. So like this particular one here has had a V8 conversion. I can't quite see what it is, but you look at the chrome work on this particular unit, it's quite dazzling. It's impressive the hundreds and hundreds of hours that might have gone into restoring these to the standard that they are. This gold one here looks quite nice, looks standard, but quite immaculate in condition. This looks like a WB, and then looks like one of the new Camaros that they might have for sale. So we've got the local radio station. They've had this Holden Sandman for quite a number of years. Was stolen at one point, but they did recover it and give it a bit of a makeover. A lot of these events are sponsored by Shannon's Insurance, so good to see them here.
Nice GDS.
Very nice 5 litre GTS. The colour looked fantastic on this particular one.
This is a HZ.
You don't often see them driving around on the streets, so it's pretty impressive where you can see them all gathered together like this. Alright, GTR XU1, LC and LJ were the models, and people who know them can pick them apart. The front and rear ends are a little bit different. Just let me know if I'm getting any of these models wrong. I'm going off from memory. It was some time ago.
I guess that would help people. Yeah.
Looks like a limited edition Brock special where they did make them for a lot of car rallies around the country. The old HDT sticker on it there.
Mostly used for promotion.
Looks like, yeah, I couldn't be sure of the model.
And if I've got a roll cage, fire extinguisher.
So we've come here reasonably early in the morning just to try and beat the midday heat, but we're up around 35, 36 degrees. It's pretty warm strolling around. That's why everyone in Darwin tends to dress for the weather. Nothing too formal. This looks like a VL with a full body kit. Another nice old Sandman here. And they can get quite rusty, so you need to maintain that bodywork. So we're getting into some of the VEs and VF models here. Now here's some great classics, the A9X and the SLR 5000.
Very cool.
They're looking quite nice in all white. I'm not sure if they've got the same owner.
This is an A9X as well. I know, SLR 5000.
Yeah, I think the SLR 5000 is probably my favourite from this era. Just a personal favourite. Quite a few people when I was younger had these in my hometown. Now, this silver one looks stock standard, but I think it's an actual drag car. They term a sleeper if you're pulled up next to the lights in front of this one. It just looks pretty standard, but we look at the gear shifting setup on this one here. Quickly work out that that ain't standard. So yeah, some nice VE, VF, one there with last one on the number plate.
No, he sold it to someone else. So I saw it and I said, oh,
A few more of these
and he goes, oh no, I bought it off Steve.
SS
Yeah, I sold it back to him.
A9X. Yep, that's an SOR 5000, the green one. Gold one looks like the A9X.
The green's pretty nice.
In superb condition.
That was an original colour choice.
And it's just great to see that a lot of people are prepared to put the time and money into keeping these machines in this condition. I'm sure there's plenty around the rest of Australia, but just here in Darwin, these are all Darwin units.
Yeah, this was the original.
Now this one looks like the 186 or 192 with the triple carb setup.
And they used to win.
But whether that's a genuine GTR XU1, hard to tell just by looking at it. Could well be. Very rare machine, and would fetch a few dollars these days.
Yeah. I'd say this one's an LJ. So we're two types.
I'm just taking videos of the guys.
Beautifully presented red. It's calling it a GTR XU1 here. However, it would appear to have maybe a 6-litre V8 installed into this. Not sure where they found the room, but there you go, looks pretty neat. Not sure how these would go, such a large engine. So we've just ducked inside into the showroom to cool down a little bit in the air conditioning, and we bumped into the new Camaro. So it's a pretty good looking unit. So yeah, that's the current Corvette. Pretty good rear end on it.
That's nice.
Well, that'd be alright. She'd go alright, wouldn't it?
And it may well belong to someone, as it has got the registration plates on it. So we just took a couple of photos of this.
There's some tickets for the car. Oh, that's too cheap. What's the cat? They're going to give us a little photo. Yeah.
So here is the Chevy Camaro. There's a few of these floating around Darwin now, that people are using them as their daily drive.
I think this is the first one.
No wonder it's inside.
We had one.
Yeah.
We had one on the farm.
And we have discovered the FJ Holden,
This is nice and cool. Might have to get a drink.
looking very original. It's in superb condition.
This is the first one. FX? Oh no, it's not.
It may well be an original
Model-
colour.
the first
I
model
doubt
was
whether it's original
an
paint.
FX.
There you go, 1953. Leaking something out of the engine there, as you can see on the floor.
There you go,
But
mate.
that's
Get
all
right
right.
out of that. Get right in the corner.
It's an old motor vehicle. Alright, so we'll just back outside. We might head somewhere and find a cool drink. So this Sandman from the radio station Hot 100 have filled this with speakers and amps.
So get in while you can.
It's got a new paint job, but it was an original Sandman.
My dad always wished that he could get one of these.
I would think this might be a HT GTS.
One day I'll get one.
What, like nowadays? Or back?
No, back in the 70s.
So we've just discovered something quite rare here. We'll take a quick look at. And they've done a magnificent job to get it to this level. So I think this was found in someone's paddock,
Or you even got some gloves.
not even in a shed somewhere. So it would be very difficult to restore something like this, trying to get all the original parts.
Story. Falcon Knight.
A Falcon Knight. I've never seen one before. I've never heard of this.
Some driving goggles.
Oh,
So if they have got it
In case it
in
was too
running
cold.
condition, it's quite an effort. So it's good that someone's an enthusiast to put the time and money into it.
yeah.
Looks like it's Queensland
4 or
registered,
6?
so may have been brought over.
Like a 6.
So it appears to be a 6-cylinder engine, and there's a photograph here of what I'm assuming that's
Is that how they found
that's
it?
what it looked like when someone found it in a paddock.
Maybe.
So as you can see, a fair bit of work has gone into this particular
Restored.
one to get it to this standard.
Roof's new.
Okay, so that just about wraps up the video for today. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at these classic old cars. We certainly have. So thanks very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.
This orange one is so nice. This is so nice, this one.